they wanted it back, they said, no, we don't really have any use for it. We're like, what are we going to do with it? Because we didn't have a showroom anymore, so we hung it on the wall. Ain't that what you're supposed to do with everything?
Right? Yeah.
Hang it on the wall.
And that was Dan Runte in a nutshell. I'm shooting this one more from the hip, guys, so bear with me. I met Dan in 2021 in my pilgrimage to the Bigfoot headquarters in Pacific, Missouri. My main objective for going was to see Bigfoot 5 and to get an autograph on my Playskool Bigfoot toy from 1983 from Bob Chandler. So to Dan, I must have seemed like just another autograph hunter that would just throw up the item on eBay the next day. Despite that, Dan let me into the shop and let me film for my video, even allowing me to place the Bigfoot toy on the then freshly restored Bigfoot 8, much to the surprise of the rest of the shop hands. What really led to my respect for Mr. Runte was our conversation about his career. As I explained it to him, I was very into watching monster trucks as a kid and had learned a lot about them from the TNT broadcasts. But by the time Andy Brass was about to make his final appearance as a driver, was about the time I started chasing girls instead of monster trucks. Dan literally fell over laughing when I told him after all the girls cost me, I should have just stuck with the monster trucks. Oh, regardless, this hour-long conversation, I had missed most of his career highlights until I had made the circle back to being a fan about 2015. And without the slightest bit of ego in that conversation, he filled in the gap with not only his career, but beaming about what he and the crew had done since then that he was so immensely proud of. I quickly realized that Bob Chandler and Jim Kramer had built Bigfoot's empire, but they weren't around so much anymore, and it was Runte who was the backbone of the Bigfoot operation. For winning 14 championships in Bigfoot, details or much news coverage in general about his untimely passing has been pretty sparse. And that's all that's known at the time of this video, is that we have lost him in a motorcycle accident on September 5th, 2025. He was one of the most winningest drivers in monster truck history and was minus any arrogance about it whatsoever. He always made time for the fans and signed all the autographs that he could, especially for kids. Without him, one of the videos that I have here on the channel that I have the most passion and work into would not have been near as cool without him letting me in the shop and film like I own the place and answering all my questions. It is a terrible loss for us fans, and an even bigger loss for Bob Chandler and the rest of the Bigfoot operation and Dan's surviving family. And man, my heart really goes out to those people. I circled back to being a Bigfoot fan out of nostalgia, but it was Runte's kindness, humor, and daring behind the wheel after meeting him that turned me into a lifelong fan. Race in peace, Dan. We will miss you.